Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda Hero Strike, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to exciting a 1 vs 1 on Kholodny Ferma between the West. We got here Vonstuve, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the Groß Deutschland Panzerdivision versus these we got VonIvan, fighting for the Soviet Union, Socialism, Stalin. Taking on the role here of the 11th Tank Corps. We got Mobile Defense, Lightning War, and Elite Troops with Triple Infantry versus Tank Hunter, Lend-Lease, and Soviet Industry with Maxim, Penal Trooper, and, well, essentially more Penal Trooper there. We got Vonstuve there straight to Elite Troops. Doubling unit to Penal Trooper start, they're likely for VonIvan with a more standard, well, also standard, Grenadier for 2 start there for Vonstuve. So there we go, Strafniki on the way there for VonIvan, Grenadiers moving out there for Vonstuve. MD4 2 pounds being hit, the note he's setting up the Pioneers to basically secure the compartment here, to that way make it harder for VonIvan to make a direct push, and that way again occupy the house. I mean, for any sort of Western Kholodny Ferma player, having control of this is generally sort of pretty important here in on to be able to, you know, push onwards and sort of keep the fuel point reasonably safe. So by doing this, basically, Vonstuve is securing this compartment, as I like to call it, and thusly ultimately securing his fuel point. Grenadiers moving about here, second Grenadiers got one way there for Vonstuve in the south there. VonIvan obviously doesn't really have any big challenges, so he's just securing territory. You got the first Penal Trooper unit here on the way for VonIvan with the SVT-40 semi-automatic rifle. But why they're done by Vonstuve. Grenadiers waiting there. He's clearly expecting Vonstuve to go in there aggressively as opponent. VonIvan there taking his opponent up seriously that way, but there you go. Just moves down there, thinking, alright, coast is clear. They're going to just move nice smooth, then Engineers back to contest, of course, because he was grabbing the points down there with the Penal Trooper connected, sort of just get enough time with the Engineers, buy time to get the Penal Troopers on the job to that way push away the Grenadiers, overall winning the engagement here. Though I'm a bit surprised he's keeping the Penal Troopers at range, so just trying to close in as fast as possible while the Grenadiers are occupied with Engineers. But there you go, Grenadiers are repulsed with the light losses. Second Penal Trooper on the way there for VonIvan. Grenadiers heading southwards here. And MD42 set up to cover the compartment and also some of the approaches towards the fuel point, unless of course VonIvan takes a rather longer path there. In the south point secure there, second Penal Trooper on the way there for, well, pretty much done. We got third Grenadiers there for Vonstuve of the Groß Deutschland. Grenadiers standing about here. Special Rifle Command, nothing really happening. He would go for more Penal Troopers, snipers, of course, a scout car. He's slightly falling back there. So far, not a lot of big engagement. Neither player is particularly sort of eager to seek it out. But there you go. Grenadiers heading towards the victory point. Might get a Penal Squad passing within range and up here in the centre. Grenadiers going for the centre victory point. Penal Squad there quickly closing in. And that's going to leave the Grenadiers in a bad position. There you go, flanking them quite nicely, forcing them into, well, heavy cover. There you go, pulling back. In the south, the Grenadiers going for the victory point. Penal Squad was not reacting. Of course, he could try and pull up. We could actually catch the Grenadiers. Now they're shifting away. And there you go, they're going to get flanked here. Vonstuve Grenadiers in the centre farm, sort of an awkward spot. And we can see VonIvan setting up for a long game here, and also setting us up to prevent it from being easily harassed by setting a fuel cache here. So he's not actually planning in needed influx of more Penal Troopers, actually setting up there for a longer haul. Sharp play there by VonIvan. In some ways a bit risky, since of course he doesn't have a lot on the field. If he plays it correctly, of course harasses and just forces the opponent to react to his moves. He could pull off, but there you go, MD42 there. Can also cover the approach here. Lastly forcing away, and that's also, you know, why this house can be a pretty good thing to have in for any player here. I mean, with a machine gun in it, you can usually sort of just make it a lot harder for your opponent to harass you. And again, in that sense, the south doesn't have that, but that also works both ways. It's not quite the same way. You can sort of pin your opponent down around to defend these two, but again, at the same time, you can't just easily defend these two either. Engineers being pushed back by Grenadiers in the south. Grenadiers go for the point. They get a flamethrower Engineer squad moving in there. Alright, Dimitri, light them on fire, like you did with your best friend Boris years ago. How did you know? I'm with the NKVD. I know everything, Boris, so light them on fire. Grenadiers there pushing ahead. MD42 number 2 on the way there for Vonstuve. So he's going for triple Grenadiers, double MD42. Interesting sort of move that we don't see very often, but it can be quite effective if used properly. The Grenadiers supported by an MD42's advances, while no one covers the right territory. In fact, Vonstuve has shifted his machine gun further forwards here. Vonstuve now aggressively leading here as VonIvan is very much in the defensive. Again, his fuel cache though is buying him time, and again it's making it a lot harder here. 442 just cut off. In fact, he's now shifting with force to go for the fuel point, realizing even with a flamethrower, this is going to take some time. In this case, there's a bit fortunate here. The Penals will try to be a way to maybe try and flank behind. Instead, was met by the MD42 in the church here. So Vonstuve here with a very aggressive push here, very aggressive. Very nicely executed. We got a second flamethrower squad up here for VonIvan. He's not expecting, bothered by the possibility of, at least so far, Vonstuve going for any mines. Could be just prior experience with Vonstuve, just a pretty heavy gambit. Either way, though, no mines was just double flamethrowers. Right grenade off the truth pushed away. Fuel cache still standing, almost to go down, but even then, I think it's given VonIvan plenty of fuel, so he doesn't actually fall too far behind his opponent there. Stuve there with the stormtroopers on the way. Got a disc ahead machine gun out there to support VonIvan's beleaguered frontline troops against the fascists. Important they're being secured in Guineas and fire from the Grenadiers and the MD42. Raft grenade off against Engineer. Penals was pushing ahead there, almost got the Engineers there. Really rough position here for VonIvan. Really rough. Again, though, he's still theoretically got a fuel lead there versus his opponent. So the question is, can VonIvan turn that into something there? Can he turn it into something? But of course, losing the fuel cache did cost VonIvan there quite a bit. Venice being suppressed, almost got the Pioneers there. Bit of concussive grenades to slow down the Penals. They're going to use moving ahead. Ooh, quite getting past. They're going to get into the jet that way. They can actually clear out the machine gun. And there you go. Good work there, forcing Stuve there to pull back his MD42. VonIvan then pushing ahead, aggressively trying to gain back as much territory as fast as possible from his Teutonic opponent. Back here, healing reinforcement going on for VonIvan. Up here, Engineers holding down by the MD42, covered by the other MD42. And here, Grenadiers being shredded out in the open there. Losses piling up as Jürgen and Otto are bereft of life. Engineers pushing northwards here. I'll try and push back against Vonstuve a bit, who is going for like to make a nice company. Good go for half attacks. Panzer Grenadiers 222s. Medic bunker up as well there for Vonstuve, noting no upgrades for his Grenadiers as of yet. No stormtroopers either. They wouldn't be able to do awful lot with them anyway. So they're still basically better Grenadiers. I mean, they do the same damage, but they're notably harder to kill than a Grenadier squad. So, I mean, unupgraded, they're kind of good for the 340 manpower price. Of course, you kind of want them upgrading. Preferably, you want them with assault rifles. I mean, I've seen increasing the number of players going for G43s on them. Well, they're not bad. The Stormtrooper with assault rifles is just better, in particular thanks to just tactical advantage, which, when well utilized, is a really, really potent ability. But enough about that. We got Grenadiers versus Penal troops there. We got G43s going for those Grenadiers. But in this case, not quite working out. We got a concussive grenade off there against the Penal troops there, stunning up the entire unit. Up north, troops being held down here by the MD42, suppressed as 1200 rounds per minute goes in the general direction. Grenadiers that push back, got more Grenadiers being still rushed in to prevent VonIvan from making any further gains in the south. We got the heavy machine gun arriving. We got a fuel drop here for VonIvan. So again, you can see his strategy clearly involves just trying to push as much fuel ahead as he can as his opponent, just rush. And it's certainly a bit rare to see from a certain player to see someone so dedicated just rushing fuel out. I mean, first at a fuel cache, and now it's just going for fuel drops. So that's pretty interesting play there from VonIvan. That is pretty interesting. He got a bit lucky. It's a bit of, a gamble here how many crates you get, but in this case he got 3, and I think the maximum is like 4 maybe? Can't quite remember. Half taken away for Vonstuve, looks like with the munitions he's got, it's going to be using for support his infantry. That is pretty good. But for now, they will be getting a T-70 out in the field faster. Interesting enough, he does not grab the fuel crates right away, but then again, with the T-70 on the way, it's probably not a priority. And it's not like, Vonstuve could rush into his base and secure the fuel crates. I mean, in theory, he could, if he knew, his opponent wasn't doing anything with them, but, what are the odds? So there you go, 251 half-tag out there for Vonstuve and the Großdeutschland. Mittlerer Schützenpanzerwagen. Vonstuve is going to still leading a quick raid on the Calf Point. And we got the T-70 light tank out here for VonIvan and the 11th Tank Corps. Up here, Engineers laying down mines and flare trip mines, so basically sort of as many mines as you can around the point here. Grenadiers exposed by the point. There's the T-70 moves in, fires its 45 milligun. Alright, Pushkin, I want them all dead. Kill them. Good. I said kill them, not give us Panzerfaust, Pushkin. Who do you think has to fix this thing? The engineers. And who do you think they're going to complain to? Me. Grenadiers setting out there for Vonstuve. And a pack 40 opposite in response to the T7 light tank. Grenadiers hit cut by the Info 2. Another disco there for VonIvan. Panzerabwehr Kanone 40. Gefechtsbereit. Teams with a machine gun waiting here, apparently expecting Vonstuve to try and push ahead, but so far Vonstuve sort of trying to push for the car point again, but with the T7 nearby, it's going to need an anti-tank gun. And far up to the north here, half tanks leading assault there against the engineers from the Info to support as well, pushing back the engineers brutally. So VonIvan there, despite some aggressive play there from Vonstuve, was able to actually stabilise and turn the map against Vonstuve very quickly, now being in control of the map, despite again Vonstuve that it is briefly gaining some kind of lead. So that's some pretty good play there for VonIvan. That is some very good play. And there you go, Disco with Puma support here holding up the Grenadiers. There's another squad quick flank behind here. That's going to be a trigger. And there you go, T7 in the centre, finally before setting up. Half-Tech Marine as well there. T70 almost down there. Two's being suppressed. Half-Tech support here. Flamethrower Pioneers nearby as well. Engineers being shredded. And Saturn charging the Grenadiers here. Vonstuve though is quick to retract his men, avoiding complete explosive death. Bit of movement there. Back here, base engineers still getting ready for the next big push. A machine gun fight plastering against the wooden church, which stands for the most part firm against such socialist tactics. Grenadiers are going straight for their machine gun. Now they're going to squat the nearby, quick flank, and there you go, quick rifle grenade. Fun fact, the German rifle grenade required you to first sort of attach something else before you could then sort of fire the grenade from it. It was called a Schussbeck, or sort of a shooting cup. So, little fun fact there. There's some other rifle grenades for some of the Americans, just, you know, you get stuff in the rifle and you fire it. I'm thinking the British case, it was a grenade on a stick, basically. There you go, half-tick went down, shredded here by the heavy machine. That was not quite the well-executed assault there by Vonstuve. I can see what he was trying to do there, but due to the training, it did not at all work out there. Cost him quite a bit there. Pioneers and a half-tick down. This is normally the sort of assault you'd actually lay down a smoke screen for, at least if you had a mortar out, which Vonstuve could have gone for. He did get a penalty squad somewhere, so it's not a complete wash up there for Vonstuve and the Großdeutschland, but certainly looks a bit rough. And we got incendiary piercing rounds there, just hammering away. Take up there done, so you can actually push for some more fast. But we can see that VonIvan is just faster. Again, that has very much been the strategy seen with the harassment that enacted by Vonstuve. Again, the fact he lost his fuel cache and fuel point for some time there. Thanks to all the previous work there, again, VonIvan is still reasonably well on track to get out some medium armor. On time, actually. I mean, he's going to have it out faster than Vonstuve, who is yet, you know, again, he's lost his pioneers, so he's just to retreat, chain that, but has to build the support core, then he can get out some armor. So VonIvan is overall reasonably well on track for just tanks. So that's pretty well played there for VonIvan. That is strategically sturdy play. And good to see. There you go, though. Vonstuve setting up the support core. Engineers here with T70 and Pim support there. Swarming in the south, flooding it with socialism and jaunty hats. North, the hay machine gun moving into another hay machine gun. That is a very one-sided fight there. Do not worry, Dimitri. Don't run, Dimitri. We can do this. If we just believe in Stalin, we can. Oh God, they got Boris. Anyway, support's falling into Russian hands in the south here. Vonstuve once more being contained by VonIvan's aggressive tactics, and he can soon go for T-34 from the 6th, though on the same hand, you know, Vonstuve can soon go for a Panzer IV. But, you'll have to see how that actually ends up. And there you go, VonIvan there, rushing out with the T-34 from 6. No silly things about trying to wait for an M4C Sherman, he just pushes for the fast tank he can get. Vonstuve though can soon go for the Panzer IV though. There you go, quick concussor grenade, they're trying to catch the Russians, and it does successfully do so. But the question is, can they do enough before the stun wears off and the Russians then sort of begin shooting back at them? They did not. But there you go, gonna be flanked with the G43s. Alright Heinz, shoot for the ugliest ones, but they're all ugly. I said ugliest. It's clearly the man on the left. It's a monobrow. Anyways, gonna use under fire here from the engineers. T70, they need to retreat. We got a quick fuel drop there from VonIvan. So he's quickly just, you know, further loading up for just more armor pushing. I mean, it does mean he doesn't have munition for a lot of mines, but he's clearly not concerned about them. Right here, Vonstuve, I think is making a bit of a strategic misjudgment of the situation. Apparently, he is not at all expecting VonIvan to be rushing for a T-34 from the 6, or he thinks he can just, you know, handle that with a Pack 40. We'll have to see if he changes his mind though once the T-34 from 6 hits from VonIvan, but this could very quickly turn the game against Vonstuve if he does not. Yeah, there we go. He realizes Osvin, a really silly idea, and aims up quickly there for the Panzer IV, so that way challenge the T-34 from 6 there with much better spirits. Up north, the machine moving in, then through they're pulling back to try and deal with things here. VonIvan's assault there to an extent has stalled, but it's still making good progress there. This is Vonstuve and the Kholodny in the south. T-70 there blasting like the Grenadiers. I mean, got a flare going off. So there we go. Almost got the Panzer IV ready. We got the Panzer IV and the T-34 from 6. We saw it's just sticking behind the house, which makes it actually difficult for Vonstuve to get to without any armor. Because he has to move his Pack 40 into an awkward position to then be able to fire at it. I mean, he could try and attack ground, sort of shoot through the house, and occasionally that will work out, but that's a bit of a sort of so-so thing to try. But there you go. Vonstuve and the Kholodny and there gets a Panzer IV onto the field. Achtung Panzer. There you go. Pack 40 sets up as well there. And these pioneers nearby. Panzer IV moving in here. There we go. VonIvan's T-34 was unable to actually extract from this mess. Goes down, now leaning Vonstuve here with the armored edge over VonIvan, but of course VonIvan can very quickly follow up now with the M4C Sherman. Although Vonstuve could then support the Panzer IV quickly with the Stuve, his goal's got a Pack 40. But there you go, doing a lot of damage there. We can see VonIvan's now taking some heavy losses there from Vonstuve's counter-attack. People there trying to go for the Pack 40, but only found the retreat path is pretty much a gauntlet with a lot of angry Germans. Small chance of getting a wipe there, small. Increasingly bigger there. If you get Panzer IV can land a good hit, this half-track wreck there. Saved the penal trooper's life. There you go, landing more hits. Then the South T-70 gets the Grenadiers there. Panzer IV with half-H machine, but there you go. M4C Sherman going for the Panzer IV. Needs to get to safety, needs to get a Pack 40 nearby as well. And needs to get some Panzerfaust on that Sherman as well as soon as possible. Pack 40 moving up there. Pack 40 needs to set up. There we go. Veterans 1, but he doesn't have ammunition for Blitzkrieg. Oh dear. About to lose the Panzer IV. There you go. Good hit on the M4C Sherman. Can soon go for H2. Oh dear. A bit of awkward moving here for the Sherman, but still working out. There you go. Oh dear. Need to get the Panzer IV away from it. He's going to try and go for the kill. Problem is, he's more likely. Oh! Main gun out! Main gun out! Panzerfaust! The Sherman's going to go down. Panzer IV to actually pull through. But most of the map is now in Russian hands. And he gets the M4C Sherman there. Bold. Brace and attack there for VonIvan ultimately did not work out. The Pack 40 crew troops under fire here from advancing engineers with the T-70 in support. But we got the Pack 40 and we got the Panzer IV still at hand. And VonIvan's now quickly trying to replenish his fuel stocks, so precariously emptied at that M4C Sherman assault, charge, berserk move. But meanwhile, though, VonIvan's getting control of the rest of the map. He's actually getting both fuel points, which will allow him to quickly replenish his fuel stocks to push out another tank. And meanwhile, there we can see hard work to fix up his Panzer IV. Stuve on the way for Vonstuve. And Storms was called in just to add more infantry. There you go, pushing back the Stravniki. Could also benefit from additional pioneers just to be able to expedite repairs on his Panzer, and for that matter his Stug, which will arrive down the road. So very aggressive match there, very aggressive play from both sides as they sort of swing at each other like maniacs. Storms then engage with the Dumantra into the point neutral, getting back the fuel point. Panther 4 still some good way to go. VonIvan very close to a second M4C Sherman. And there we go. Sherman number 2. Pumps there being suppressed by the MG42. Almost Veteran 2. And all being pushed out there. VonIvan is just keeping that pressure. I mean, he's in some ways actually got a smaller force here than Vonstuve, but he's still able to exert it quite well due to his aggression and just penchant for finding weak spots in Vonstuve's defense and pushing through there. He cancels the Stug von Ostwind. This could prove to be rather misjudgment from Vonstuve versus VonIvan. Apparently he's just underestimating how much VonIvan just wants to push out big tanks and threaten Vonstuve's tanks as much as possible. We'll have to see that work, but there you go. Pack 40 shoots, gets Grabowski there with a fat Pack 40 shot there. Almost got the heavy machine gun, but the Panther 4 can't quite land the hit. 20 kills are there for the fatherland. Got the Ostwind sitting out. Can deal with the T-70, but it's going to be on its own. Pretty vulnerable to the influence of Sherman. Might not even make it out of there alive. Panther 4 very close to T2. Sherman taking hits from the Pack 40. Grenadiers moving ahead. T-70 pushed back with the Ostwind. Be careful not to push ahead. Then forces Sherman also rolling back there. As Vonstuve is slowly gearing back up for some offensive action there versus VonIvan. Very close to Victor 2 in that Panther 4. You get that. That will certainly help Vonstuve out quite a bit, making it hard to kill, and obviously also just pushing it closer towards Victor 3, which is where the Panther 4 then becomes really great offensively. But like Victor 2 does sort of just make it more of a threat to your opponent in sort of psychological sense. They'll just get really frustrated as shots keeps bouncing off. But anyways, Sherman going straight for the Stormtroopers. They need to retreat before they got wiped. Too slow there by Vonstuve. Too slow. Way too slow. We got more fuel drops here. You could of course just try and push out a T-34 from the 6 here versus Vonstuve, but like he's going to game for another M4C Sherman with its 76mm gun. Troops on the fire there from the Austrian Flak Panzer. Manpower float, he could go for Cash himself, or just Stormtroopers, Panzer Grenadiers, a few options there for Vonstuve. Right, sorry about that. Ran out of disk space, apparently hadn't been cleaning up properly enough sufficiently, but anyways. VonIvan they're pushing up for the south against Vonstuve. His position slightly sort of giving space to VonIvan, but at the same time he's not just running away. And there you go, Panzer 4 gaining actually 2 shots and added. Up north there we got some sneaking hit, but could be pursued here, but the Austrian wiped out. VonIvan to an extent I think lacks a bit of influence to really push through, but again he's just pushing those tanks so hard. To the extent to understand how he ends up there. Noting by the way here that Vonstuve is going for a second Pack 40 that way counter VonIvan's armoured antics. Myself teaching the Dean with some Grenadiers getting Panther faster though. Then forwards the Sherman, takes a penetration there from 76mm gun. Should not be running up close though, so that just makes it easier for the Sherman to penetrate the Panther 4's armour. And units then I think right here south by the T-70 light tank. Pack 40 to deal with it. Up north here, Ostwind dealing with a machine gun crew. VonIvan there going for a second M4C Sherman. Vonstuve should definitely aim I think for a Stug as soon as possible. Also should not be exposing the rear of his Panther 4 to the enemy Sherman tank. More pioneers, I think, are going to have to be a priority here to just fix up the tank. There you go, going in here with the Shermans. Panther 4 needs to blitz. Oh, it's too late. He's blitzed. He's smoked, but not blitzed. Second pack 40 is sort of able to support here. There you go, land some good hits. Bounces off the front of the Panther 4 somehow, and one Sherman almost knocked out the armor that's causing havoc here behind Vonstuve's lines up north. Ostman can't really deal with it. Pack 40 being pushed back here, taking heavy fire from the machine gun and the main gun of the Sherman, raking through the Germans as they frantically try to stem the assault. So that's a Pack 40 down machine about to get wiped as well. In fact, it is pinned down to the ground. Second Pack 40 back spot landing, good hit in the Sherman. This is where more pioneers really would be beneficial for the Vonstuve just to quickly fix up this Panther 4 and get it back in the fight. That's a phenomenon. Ostman charging in and he's going to get satchel. Oh, gets the penal tubers though, but right in front of the Sherman there. Second Pack 40 moving in there to get off a target weak point. There we go. Fires the heat rounds. Otto! Scheiße. Sie got away. Und die wasted the heat round. Someone's going to get really upset with us. So all of a sudden there things in very quick swing against Vonstuve. He's going for a stoop, which he probably should do that soon. More Grenadiers. Not more pioneers to fix up his Panzer 4 faster. VonIvan quickly asserting control here. He should have been faster to treat that machine gun now. So there we go. MD429 control for VonIvan as well, and with this it rather seems like things have swung beyond Vonstuve's control here.
Enemy forces, the enemy has broken our supply lines.
Sherman there still being repaired by a few engineers. Panzer 4 good to go for the Fatherland. Stoop almost down there for Vonstuve. And the Groß Deutschland. There you go, going straight here for the machine gun up north. Gauging up close and landing some pretty nasty hits there. And it goes, Sherman arrives, shoots, bounces. Stoop needs to be a bit closer to land some hits. There we go, good hit, good hit. Nice shooting, Wilhelm, and there we go, another hit from the Stug. Pushes back one of VonIvan's 2 M4 Shermans just as it's fixed up. 2 up north, they're going for the fuel point there, pushing back the Penals from now with an MD42. 31 kills on the Panzer 4. Expecting an armoured assault there from the south, they switch his remaining Pack 40 towards that. Any Pack 40 moving up, they can't easily clear it out. Trying to clear out elements here. Need to pull back the Stug. Oh dear. Pack 40 taking a lot of damage. Got Storms arriving here, in this case infiltrating right behind the church, land behind the Pack 40 and the heavy machine gun team. Trying to that we clear out some support. We've got flamethrower engineers nearby. Looking pretty rough here. Breaking up through the south, that Pack 40 being pushed back. Stug needs to build distance, but at the same time hits from the Pack 40 which is now advanced. Panther 4 nowhere needs to be seen. Again, lack of pioneers not helping. Now we go back to join the Sherman. Panther 4 they're blitzing in. Main gun out on the Panzer 4. Stug goes down to the Pack 40. Panzer 4 down, and with this, VonIvan crushes Vonstuve. A brutal finishing blow there against Vonstuve, who at several points I think did have the advantage of the field. I think to an extent capitalized on it with either mind to just, any sort of serious quick tech, or just, not proceeding and just keep bashing away at VonIvan from the front, rather than trying to actually, push an advantage towards flanking out, maneuvering his opponents. That was, I think, some mistakes there from Vonstuve. But at the same time, though, VonIvan just has sort of very clear focus strategies: tech fast, tech hard, get tanks, hit opponent very hard. And again, I think for one of these as well, he just went for the Ostman when he should have gone for more Stugs. That way, counter his opponent's armor strategy hard and just going for Pentagoners and Storms with assault rifles rather than the Ostman there. And that, I think, also cost Vonstuve a bit dearly there, to be honest. And that also just further out for I'm there to get some good hits. The lack of pioneers repairs tanks faster, though, was also, I think, a mistake there by Vonstuve. There are some issues there for Vonstuve, as again, VonIvan just had a clear, concise strategy and was able to execute it very firmly. So there you go. Definitely not your usual opening with an early fuel cache, but VonIvan actually made it work and sort of pushed it towards a lot of tanks, ultimately crushing his opponent. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe to our friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay and provide some feedback in the comments section. Links in the video description. Do provide details as to why in terms of ranking and such, If you like what I do consider donating or pledging on Patreon, as that would help me out a ton. Links are also in the video description. This is Imperial Dang saying cheers, thank you for watching, hope to see you all tomorrow for another signing episode. Bye!